This tutorial is powered by AskQuesty.com. Get help with your website on demand. And don't forget, subscribe for more tutorials.
How to create your first WordPress plugin. To create your first WordPress plugin, first navigate to your WordPress backend. In this case, I'm using IPX Core to host my website. Log in. After logging in, go to your website that's being hosted and go to the file manager. So this is the back end of my WordPress site, and navigate to public_HTML. Then head to WP-content. Inside of here, you'll notice there's plugins, themes, and upgrades, as well as uploads. We're not looking at themes today, but at plugins. So head into plugins, and you'll notice that I have all these plugins installed. This will be where you're going to add the first plugin. So let's take a look at this blog. So this blog talks about how to create a WordPress plugin, and it talks about adding the WordPress plugin inside of WP-content/plugins, which is exactly where we're at. And here is a sample of a plugin, which is in PHP code. So you simply copy the code and then open up a text editor and paste the content of the code here in the text editor. And I will save this bit of code and call it awesomeplugin.php. Okay, so save the code as awesomeplugin.php. So save this into desktop. That's where I'll save it. So save. So this is our first plugin. I close it and you see the plugin is right here on the desktop. Next. Inside of these plugins, notice that all of these are plugins. I noticed that every single plugin has its own folder. So I decide that I will add a folder for this plugin as well. So for our first plugin, we want to create a folder for that plugin. So create a folder and call it Awesome Plugin. Create folder. So here's the awesome folder, awesome plugin folder. Navigate inside, and here is where you upload your first plugin code. So awesomeplugin.php. Upload and wait for it to upload. And after 100% done, go back. So now you'll see that you've added your first plugin. So now your plugin is officially ready. Go over to your website, the front end of your website, and go to dashboard. Then navigate down to plugins and click it. So inside of plugins, you'll notice there's a new plugin added titled Awesomeness Creator. Now I'm going to shift the screen to the left. So Awesomeness Creator is the new plugin we've added. So let me open up the plugin code. So indeed, our first plugin's code matches this Awesomeness Creator. You'll notice that the plugin name is Awesomeness Creator, and here it says Awesomeness Creator. And in the description, you'll notice there's a greater than sign and then a hyphen. And here is a greater than sign and then a hyphen. And it says version 1.2, and this also says version 1.2. The author says Mr. Awesome. It's by Mr. Awesome, and here it says it's by Mr. Awesome. And to visit the plugin website, it goes to My Awesomeness Emporium. And you notice that at the bottom left of my screen right here. Okay, so that corresponds to the My Awesomeness Emporium. Okay, so what does this mean? That means that if you change these fields to your liking, then these descriptions should change. So let's give it a try. So inside of the the back end, we want to edit the awesome plugin. So edit, and here we have the plugin name Awesomeness Creator. We can change this to our needs. So let's do cheese sandwich. sandwich. And for description, it says a tasty sandwich. And for author, we can change this to Mr. Sandwich. And we don't need to change any of the other ones. Just give it a try, see what happens. So click save. And now that we've saved it, we can give this page, the plugins page, we can give this a reload. So click the reload button. And now you notice it says cheese sandwich, a tasty sandwich, and it's by Mr. Sandwich. So indeed, editing this plugin code will edit the plugin here. Now, important thing to note is that although the plugin is called cheese sandwich, the folder that contains the plugin is still called awesome plugin. So it turns out the folder name doesn't really matter as much as the plugin name that is given here. So ideally, if your plugin is titled cheese sandwich, you would want the folder, you would want to rename the folder awesome plugin from, you would want to rename the folder from awesome plugin to cheese sandwich for consistency. So that is how you create your first WordPress plugin.
Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, please subscribe. And if you need extra help, visit AskQuesty.com and send us your questions.